The GTX 970 is one of the high-end cards of the Nvidia GPU lineup. It lies right below the GTX 980 and is actually around $150 to $200 cheaper than the 980, which might make it the most ideal GPU for gamers. So is the GTX 970 worth your money? Let's find out. What's going on, guys? It's Gizmodict here, and this is the full review of the ASUS Strix 970 graphics card. The Strix 970 is a lot different from the reference design of the GTX 970. It comes overclocked right out of the box, and you can even push it further through the ASUS overclocking software. Inside the box of the Strix 970, you get the card itself along with an instruction manual and a driver CD. The design of the card, as I said before, is totally different from the reference design. The Strix 970 features a black and red color scheme, which according to me looks great. On the front of the GPU, there are two large cooling fans, which are a part of the DirectCUII cooling system from ASUS. These fans have been specially designed to operate at 0 decibel or completely silent mode. So under ideal and normal loads, these fans are not going to spin at all, giving you a completely silent environment to work. Once the load and the temperatures start rising above a certain limit, the fans will start spinning. The DirectCUII cooling system also has 3 heat pipes on the sides of the GPU, which run right through the core of the graphics card to cool it. ASUS claims that this system will make the GPU 30% more cooler and 3 times more quieter than the reference design 970, and I'm happy to report that this cooling system works great. Even when overclocked, the Strix 970 never crossed 75 degrees, which is actually amazing. The Strix 970 has only a single 8-pin power input compared to a 6+8-pin power connector on rival GPUs. In terms of dimensions, the Strix 970 is 28 cm long, 14 cm wide and 4 cm thick. It also comes with Digi Plus VRM super alloy components, which enhance the power efficiency and the lifespan of the GPU. The back part of the GPU has an ASUS branded black finished plate, which hides all the circuitry of the GPU and gives it a nice look. In terms of rear I/O, we have an HDMI port, a DVI-I and a DVI-D port, along with DisplayPort 1.2. The card is also capable of running all these 4 ports at once, and the 970 also comes with 4GB of GDDR5 memory. It also has support for DirectX 12 and Nvidia features like GameStream and G-Sync. I personally use a Zotac GTX 780 AMP Edition GPU in my system. It is factory overclocked from Zotac and I have not overclocked it further, but I will be comparing its performance against the 970. For overclocking the 970, I use the ASUS GPU Tweak software, in which I increased the power and the temperature targets and also applied a little voltage. After some testing and tweaking, I was able to get 1445 MHz on the core, and it peaked at around 1485 MHz, which is quite decent. So overall we got around 200 MHz of extra boost on the core, which is nice. I kept the memory at 7500 MHz overclocked and I did not push it further. But I have seen reviews of the GTX 970 from other manufacturers, and they seem to overclock at around 1500 MHz and over it. This might be because the ASUS model has a single 8-pin power connector over a 6+8-pin power connector in the competition GPUs. I am running some benchmarks and gaming results on the screen right now so that you guys can get an idea of the performance of this card. From my testing, I think that the last generation GTX 780 at factory settings lies right between the overclocked and the stock 970. The Strix 970 is capable of running almost all the games at high to ultra settings at 1080p, and I think that you can even do 2K or light 4K gaming with this card. The overclocked GTX 970 comes very close to the GTX 980 at stock speeds. Considering the fact that the GTX 970 is around $200 cheaper than the GTX 980, it is more bang for the buck card for gamers. The Strix 970 sells for about $350 to $400, and it is definitely a great card for this price. As I said before, the card is very silent and the fans don't even run at all while playing moderate games like League of Legends or StarCraft. The DirectCUII cooling system is also great and it keeps the card at around 70 degrees even under an overclock. So if you are planning to get yourself a new GPU for playing all the modern games at high to ultra settings, then you should definitely check out the ASUS Strix 970. I have put the links to buy this card in the video's description so that you guys can check it out. If you'd like to ask me any question regarding this GPU, then do drop it in the comments. Please like the video if you liked it, and please subscribe to the channel for more unboxings, reviews and gaming content. Do follow and like my social media pages. The link to them are given in the video's description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.